EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The connection made. It's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Touchdown, Packers! Jamal Williams, 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Rodgers now on first down, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Rodgers throwing again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Rivers. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, it's Rivers. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Rodgers on target here to Allison. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Zero. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Rivers. And caught by Henry. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be. And offensive line injuries. 3
straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Montravius Adams, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a throw here to his running back. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rivers to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Now Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Rotate. Round 80.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds.